So despite the fact you got in pretty late last night, the guys are feeling pretty good and fresh out there today?
Yeah, obviously we've got to reassess what we do, and this morning was just about recovery and get out of here, open the legs a little bit, freshen up, have some lunch now, get home and rest up, and prepare for what looks to be a very good game tomorrow night.
You've gone down 4-2 to the Asian champions, but despite the loss, plenty to take out of it, confidence-wise and everything else for you?
Yeah, there's plenty to take out of it in all forms, because as you said, that first half of football from us, I was couldn't be prouder of the players, and the way we stuck to a structure and a game plan was tremendous. And when you consider also, Guangzhou didn't concede a goal at home throughout the whole campaign last year, and won it pretty convincingly. So for us to go there and take it to them in China was pleasing. Also we'll take a lot out of what happened in the second half. But at this point in time, we'll worry about tomorrow night.
Can you talk us through what went wrong in the second half? It was a very stark contrast to the first.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, we can sit here and try and be overcritical of ourselves, but they changed personnel in the second half, and Diamante went on the right, and basically, he tore the game open in 15 or 20 minutes. He's a very good player, and you can see why they fought so hard to get him. And it'd be nice to have €8 million at your disposal to go and get an individual, but look, it was a positive experience for us, and a good learning experience for all the players involved.
What personnel changes can we expect, Kevin, ahead of tomorrow night? Obviously, Roger should be able to come back through the spice.
Yeah, look, I've tried to be as honest as possible with selection throughout the campaign 4 years, but at this point in time, I've got to reassess the squad tomorrow morning, get another check from the medical team, and see how we're feeling. But obviously, Guy stayed back here, so he'll come into the team. As for Tommy, I couldn't tell you for certain at this point in time.
Jesse Macaronis impressed on Wednesday night. Is it a chance to play as well?
Yeah, everyone is. And Jesse's one of those, and he's been waiting patiently, but doing the right things whilst he's been in the youth team and in training, and he got his opportunity, done very, very well. We've got a hectic period coming up, and everyone, as I said, I've maintained that everyone will be required at some point.
Is anyone in doubt off the back of the Guangzhou game?
No. Well, Pablo's misses through suspension. Apart from that, there's as you could, just the normal knocks and stuff, but again though, I think it's a good game to come back to after travelling, because if someone's no one's telling me that they're not available, everyone wants to play tomorrow night. It's a big game for us, and they all are here at Melbourne Victory, but tomorrow night the Derby's something special.
Just on Tommy, I know you said you'll assess tomorrow, but he looked like he was moving pretty well today.
Yeah, and why I say we've got to wait and see till tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, because we've got to wait and see how he reacts. But from all indications this morning, he wants to make himself available.
Since the last time you played Melbourne Heart, they've won a few games. What are they doing differently?
You'll have to ask John.
You haven't identified any particular changes to their setup?
I've focused mainly more on ourselves, but without doubt we've analysed them over the last couple of games, and been mindful of where they're at. They've got they're scoring goals now, taking opportunities, creating chances prior to John being there, but they're taking chances now, and they're playing some good football. So it'll be a good game tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it.
They've had quite a few sort of formation and style changes since John's come in. Beach and I think Gerhard is suspended. What are you expecting tomorrow night?
Yeah, look, I haven't read. I'm not going to look into too much, in personnel. What they're going to do. That's it's not for me to worry about. But like all derbies, they'll certainly expect them to be fired up. They'll come into the game with some confidence after their last results. But from our perspective, we'll get ourselves prepared, and like I said, it'll be hopefully another entertaining game. I said that last week, prior to Adelaide, and both teams went out to attack and score goals, and hopefully it'll be the same tomorrow night. I know from our part there'll be no change.
Does the atmosphere in China, I think 50 or so thousand people, compare to the Heart Derby tomorrow?
Look, it was a good atmosphere out there, like I said, and it's one of the things. We had a lot of young players out in the park as well on Wednesday night, and the experience for them was invaluable. But the atmosphere in these games are tremendous. I dare say the majority of the crowd, it's another home game for us. The majority of the crowd will be blue, and looking forward to getting back to Amy Park and producing another good performance.
Kev, no Contreras, as you said, through suspension. In the past, you've used Adama in the middle, and you've used Lee Broxham.
Yeah.
Can we expect Adama to play there, and perhaps Murnane come in at left back? Or?
Yeah, there are a couple of options there. Unfortunately, we've lost Ada to that injury, so one of those two, Jason Geary could possibly play in there as well. It's I'm not going to be rushed into a decision. I've got all day tomorrow to work out. Obviously, I've got a preferred lineup in my mind, but we'll have to wait and see to make sure the boys recover well and make sure everyone's available before I start cementing selection.
Milligan and Rogic getting caught up by Ange. Any complaints there? They'll miss the Central Coast game as a result?
Well, no complaints. I'd rather have them here, but it's not a complaint. Ultimately, if you don't want to lose players to international duty, maybe you should have signed good players. It's part and parcel. We'll have to deal with it. We've had that disruption, if you want to call it that, right throughout the season, and I'm pleased for Tommy, because it was, Millsy obviously, picks himself at this point in time, but Tommy, as I said when he come back, wanted to perform to get himself in the national team, and we've obviously given him that platform to go and perform, and he's done that, and he finds himself in the team.
Kev, how did you personally feel? You're in your first season as coach, you walk out the bench, there's Marcello Lippi standing 10 yards away, a bloke who's won the World Cup, Champions Leagues. Was it as big a learning curve for you as it was your players out on the pitch?
Without doubt, I've probably paid attention to coaches more so now than previous years, but I actually had a good chat with him through a translator before the game. He was a very nice man. He was a gentleman, and obviously he's won everything in the game. So it's a lot to learn from everybody. But it was at one point 2-0 up. We thought maybe we can go on and win this year. But in the end, it was maybe the mountain was just a little bit too high for us to climb this time around.